Welcome back to my channel. This is my first video after my holiday. I've just done it once and completely gone wrong, so you can tell I've been away for a while. But this is like a little Christmas tree hanging decoration. I'm not going to make it. It should have been a table favour, and then I decided to put this little ribbon in. It's just got a wraparound cover that you can fold flat, and then just a little embossed 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 inch box. And I've used let me just pop that to one side. I've used a Snowflake Gemini embossing folder. It's really pretty. So you want 2 pieces. I've already gone ahead and scored these because, like I said, I did do it before. 7.5 inches by 5, and you will get 2 of these from one sheet of A4 card. What I did, because the embossing folder is slightly too small, which is fine, is I just pop the embossing folder in, then you get this bit that hangs over, so it won't be embossed, but that will be the flap that tucks into the box, so that's fine. So on both pieces you need to score at, on the short side, 2 1/4 inches, 4.5 inches. Turn it onto the side, score at 2 1/4 inches, 4.5 inches and 6 3/4 inches. Do that the same to both pieces. And make sure you decide if you want the debossed side or the embossed side. I'm going for the debossed side because I'm having a wrap on mine. So I don't want the pattern to stick through. I'll just get my scissors. So once I've done the cutting, I'll hold it down and show you anyway. But first of all, that's how the pieces are going to go. So that will attach to there, and that will go round to make your square. So first things first is you need to get rid of this small rectangle on the side of both pieces. So just take off that small rectangle and then just cut straight up this bottom one, up to the first score line. So just repeat that on the second one. And then straight up this score line to the first score line as well. So that's what you're going to have. Then you want to decide where your front is going to be. So these two are going to be the sides, this is going to be the front, so we need to remove one end of this one off. So just cutting down and then just removing that off. Just be careful that you're taking that off. Right, take that bumpy line away. So that's now what you've got so far. And you will have to keep putting this back together. Just, that's one of the sides. So we need to remove this long rectangle here. Take that completely off. And then just notch in there. Right? So you keep putting it back together as many times as you like. That's one of my side flaps. So we'll remove this as well. And that's that one done for a second. And then just popping it back on. This is going to be your lid. So you just want to cut straight down that one. Leave the small flap on this time because we'll need that. Then you want to cut this smaller square and the longer rectangle off. And then just notch in there. Taking this piece off as well. And then I'm going to use a corner rounder to round the corner of the closure. So that's what we've got so far. So as you can see, that's going to be a box. So then what I'm going to do is with these two flaps is we're just going to cut these down a little bit. So I'm going to use my craft knife and a ruler and just placing that on that line. Just going to take a little bit off. So I'll take it up to there You can decide how much you want to take off. There's no right or wrong amount to take off. You just don't need all of it. Okay, so we're just going to repeat that with this one. So I'll tell you what I've taken off actually in a minute. So I've taken off about 1 inch off the end. So then what you can do is come in and just take a little wedge out of the sides. Oops. Just so that it helps it to close that bit better. So taking a wedge out of this one as well on both sides. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay the two pieces so that you can get a clear idea of how they need to be cut. Okay, so you can see that. So then next we want to join them together. So on one side you just want to glue. I'm using wet glue. Glue the flap. And then taking this one, just attach that onto the edge of there. And just pull that up a little bit. And then you can use your finger or your bone folder just to make sure that's really burnished down. And then what you want to do is that should just then fold over and that one should close like that. So I'm just going to run a bit of glue on this flap as well. And then just close that one as well. So now I like to just turn it over that way and burnish it down again. Sometimes when it's embossed it can just take a minute. And then what you want to do is close the front. So just close that up. So there's the front, closing the two back side pieces. Closing the back. And then the front as well. And then you can just open it back up and just press that down. Use your bone folder. And then you can just close that back up. So that's the box. That's the box made. You've got your nice embossed pattern on there. And then I've just cut off a 12-inch strip. This measures 1 3/4 inches that way by the 12-inch strip, and you just want to start at the bottom, just centralising it and just press it all the way around the box. And then once you've done that, you can come back in and just use your bone folder just to burnish them down a bit more. And then I'm just going to line that up on my mat again. Use my cutting knife and just cut that end piece off. then we can just try it again. Where's the top and bottom? There we go. So that then will just fold around nicely on your box. So the first one I made, I had it fit in the whole box, but this one I just wanted to keep it like that. So I'm just going to attach a little bit of double-sided tape on the end of here. You don't need nothing too strong. Double-sided tape will be fine. And then just using my pokey tool just to take that paper off. So you could put a little notch there if you wanted to, so you know that where the bottom is. So again, just going around, you can straighten it up once you've done, making sure it lines up. Just moving that along to the middle. And then what I've got is my lovely friend Kay Miller, who is Papercraft Skies here on YouTube. She gifted me this last year, and it's just got tags and all sorts of lovely Christmassy things in. It's a Kiki K1 Paper Lovers book. So I just took some of the embellishments. I used a Stampin' Up punch and punched a label. I'm not having it on the top, but I'm going to have it on the front. So I'm just going to pause it. So I'm back. So I've just got some foam tape from BB Craft that I received a while ago. I'm just going to actually build this up first. So I want a little sprig. This is also a Stampin' Up punch. So I'm just going to place that there. And then I want another sprig at the bottom. So I'm just going to glue that on as well. And that can just come off here. Then I'm going to have a present. You don't have to do this, you could just put little name tags on or something like that. We've got a present. Then we've got, I'm going to put this one on. We've got a little nutcracker man. It's just a bit too big. So I'm just going to pop that on there and then pull off the backing. Stick him there. And then I've also got a little open me. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue there on the corner and sneak that just under there. Also got a candy cane, but I think that's just putting too much on, so we're not going to use them. So I'm then going to attach that. Shall I put it on the top? I think I will actually. I will put it on the top because it's just a bit big. So I'm just going to use the foam tape again and just add that on there. And then we'll just, oh, I hope you saw that. Didn't realise I was a bit out of shot then. So I'm just going to remove that, and then we're just going to place that onto the top of our box. And there you go. I just think that's really cute. If you wanted to fold it flat, you could make them all up. Just don't glue the bottom and they will lay nice and flat. So we have the hanging one. If you want to hang yours like this one, again, you just make the wrap the same. If you want it the same, you would just make it, I've just made it slightly bigger than the 2 1/4 inches. You'd find the centre, use your pokey tool and poke a hole through, and then just feed some ribbon through. And it's as simple as that. So a hanging tree one, a little table favour one, and you could put a person's name here or an initial or something like that. I just think it's really cool. I love it. You can take this off and keep the wrap. So look, you can fold that flat, store it away, don't glue the bottom, and also store the box away. So I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. It's so lovely to be back and get back into making videos again. If you're not subscribed to me already, please do so. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and see you again next time. Bye.